Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Lodi, and on that YouTube channel we're talking about personal development and we're talking about challenging. Today the subject is how to stop all the AMJ coming in Africa and say to the population, you do need a vaccine. Your children need a vaccine because it's better for us, it's better for them health, and it will save them for money sickness. Why am I talking about that right now? Because today all the world is just locked down because of the coronavirus. Right now, I am in France, I am in my parent place, and I am just locked down, obviously. Couple of weeks ago, I was in New York City, and after that, I was in London. Anyway, the subject is how to do not accept all the vaccine come from Europe, come from USA, how to do no the African people do not accept all the help come from outside to them country. I'm sorry guys, but this is true. This is just crazy. And again, I know everybody is so stressed, so stressed because of this situation, this coronavirus situation. There is no jobs, there is not economy anymore. We all like locked down, all the shop is closed, no economy, blah blah blah. We can understand, but it doesn't make excuse. It doesn't make fucking excuse. Nobody is allowed to think or to decide for somebody else. I'm African and just want to stand up and to share this subject with you about what's happening in Europe, especially in France, what some people, some professional health people, and some people working research, what they talking about, which kind of bullshit they talking about. It's just a bullshit, disgusting talking, blah, blah, blah. But these people, they just show like, they show to everybody, they show like to inform the everybody which kind of thing some people does. It's mean like right now, if some people, some scientific people or some biologists or some people working research, if they can do some research in the animal, in the rat, they just go to Africa and do some research. It's disgusting. And we know like in Africa, so many countries over there, because obviously it's a continent with 53 countries. We know they got like so many, like a dictator president, so many disgusting president. They don't do anything for the people over there. They just grab the money and do some stuff with some European diplomacy, some UK diplomacy, some USA diplomacy, and just leave the people like a shit, the people like a subject of the science, and they leave. Sorry guys, but this is true. This is just crazy. And again, I know everybody is so stressed, so stressed because of this situation, this coronavirus situation. There is no jobs, there is not economy anymore. We all like locked down, all the shop is closed, no economy, blah blah blah. We can understand, but it doesn't make excuse. It doesn't make fucking excuse. Nobody is allowed to think or to decide for somebody else. I'm African and just want to stand up and to share this subject with you about what's happening in Europe, especially in France, what some people, some professional health people, and some people working research, what they talking about, which kind of bullshit they talking about. It's just the bullshit, disgusting talking, blah blah blah. But these people, they just show like, they show to everybody, they show like to inform the everybody which kind of thing some people does. It's mean like right now, if some people, some scientific people or some biologists or some people work in research, if they can do some research in the animal, in the rat, they just go to Africa and do some research. It's disgusting. And we know like in Africa, so many countries over there, because obviously it's a continent with 53 countries. We know they got like so many, like a dictator president, so many disgusting president. They don't do anything for the people over there. They just grab the money and do some stuff with some European diplomacy, some UK diplomacy, some USA diplomacy, and just leave the people like a shit, the people like a subject of the science, and they leave the people body like a subject. Is just horrible. I mean, if some president over there, they don't want to stand up for them people, they just say yes for everything. Yes. Some European people, they want to come, they want to test some people. Yes. They want to come and take some uranium, take some diamond, take some oil over there. Yes. Yes. Everything is like yes. They just give you a big shake. Yeah, you know, you keep for yourself, and you just like sell your people. You sell your diamond, you sell your uranium, you sell everything, your oil. You give to the multinational, to the European government for free. I'm not talking about the European people, guys. I'm talking about the government. Talking about the government in Europe, the government in USA, the government in UK. I'm talking about us. I'm not putting my finger to the European people. I'm talking about the diplomacy and the political people. And I just want to alert people about what's happening right now, which kind of craziness is around, like the coronavirus, how people become crazy and just give some shit idea about testing people in Africa about the coronavirus. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. And this situation show like in Europe, as I say, it shows so many things about what's happening in the diplomacy right now between the European country and Africa, and between maybe US country and Africa and UK and blah blah blah. And again, nobody is allowed to decide to somebody else. I'm so happy this week, seriously, so happy, because so many African people live in African continent or live outside to the African continent, like me. We just stand up because some people over there, they can, like a president, as I say. But the young people, the young generation, we just stand up and say, no, no. The African people, they don't want to be vaccinated for the coronavirus. They don't want to be vaccinated but by some vaccine come from outside to the continent. They don't want to be vaccinated like a subject. They don't want to be vaccinated like a rat of laboratory. Okay, there is some people sick over there. They want to feel better. They don't want to feel sick anymore. They don't want to be a subject and using like testing people. They don't want that. And now, right now, everything about like a vaccination for the paludism, blah, blah, blah. People start to realize like it's a poison. It's a poison. If we can give the poison for the animals, they want to Africa and they want to poison the African body. We don't want that. We stand up and we say no to all this fucking bullshit. We don't want to be vaccinated. We don't want to be subject of the science. We don't want that. I think in Africa we got so many like a problem to resolve. So we don't need this kind of bullshit again. In Africa, they got some people working biology. They got some scientific people, some intellectual people. They got the people have a brain. There's some people having working research as well. They can find the virus. Of course, they can find the virus by themselves. They don't need anyone. They don't need anyone. And they don't want to be a subject like a rat of laboratory. I think we are so tired. The young generation live outside to the continent. Even the people live to the continent. We are so tired to be a subject of Europe, to be a subject of UK, to be a subject of US. I'm talking about the politics subject. We are so tired, seriously. We want all these people, all this ONG, all this multinational, please get out to Africa. Please get out to Africa. We're not saying all the European people get out to Africa. All the UK people, English people get out to Africa. All the American people get out to Africa. We're not saying that. We're talking about government. European government, UK government, USA government, and all the ambassadors, all the staff around, get out to Africa. All the multinational, the ONG, get out to Africa. The young generation, we don't want that. We don't want that. We want freedom. We want a true freedom for Africa. I think if some president ever there, they can stand up for the African people. We, young generation, we want to stand up. We start to wake up. We start to stand up. We start to be organized step by step. We start to stand up for Africa. And we want all the multinational, all the politic people, all the politics staff get out to Africa. Again, I'm not talking about the people. I'm talking about the diplomacy, blah, blah, blah. Get out, please get out to Africa. And leave African people themselves. Leave African people a right to live and to write down them story themselves. To build African continent themselves. Trying to say, guys, it's been like ages and ages. We got like so many ONG in Africa. We got so many multinational company in Africa. But what the ONG does, what they does, okay, they do some stuff, but it's been like many years there's in Africa. But the situation doesn't change. That doesn't really make a true difference. And all the multinational companies as well, But doesn't really make a big difference. Okay, they there and they say to the people, we will help you, we give you money, guys. But it's not because the African government, they don't know how to manage the money. It's not about that. It's because all the multinational company, what they give to the African people, when they came to take the oil, when they came to take the diamond, and they say to them, we give you this and we take this, but what they give is always less than what they take from the African continent. You need to understand that. That's why I'm saying we don't need the ONG, because the ONG as well, they're there for so many years, but they don't make a difference. What they really do, some people like to create some association and say, we are association, we got like 600 years, we have like 100 years, we have 16 years, and blah, blah, blah. We do this, we do this, we do this. It's not just in Africa, we help everybody. I'm sorry, guys, but it's just like, open the company to open the company. Even if we're talking about ONG, they just open a company, they just having a name to having a name. They don't really make a difference. I'm sorry, guys. I know so many people work for the association, for education, and blah, blah, blah. So many people give them heart for us. But some like a big ONG is just the business magnet. It's just a business magnet. And some people, some really good people, really good heart, they just kill themselves, work for this big ONG, and they don't really make a difference. They just there like, they just here to show to the world like, yeah, we exist. We are here for so many years, blah, blah, blah. But they don't really make a difference. I'm sorry. But the situation is just getting like worse and worse and worse in Africa. Since the continent is like independent, it's getting worse, seriously. It's getting really worse. And it's not just like pointing my fingers off the ONG and pointing my fingers on the multinational. It's not also because the African people or the African government, they don't know how to manage, the money. All the European people and American people, all the money they got like ahead. It's not because of that. It's something more heavy. It's something absolutely more heavy, guys. We're talking about capitalism. We're talking about power. This is too high for us. This is why it's about. This is why this is the game of life. This is a game of life. That's why I'm saying we don't need like, again, multi-company, ONG, blah, 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 blah. That's why it's my point. That's why we say, we is just new generation. We understand the game, and that's why we say, we don't want these people in the African continent anymore. We don't want all this stuff. That's why we want all these people to get out and to manage Africa themselves. Okay, guys, I'm finished with my subject. I hope you enjoy to listen to me, and I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. If you agree with me, you can leave me that in the comment. If you not agree with me about the multinational and the ONG in Africa, if you think like they should stay and help African people, and if you think like some scientific and some biologist people, they are right to go in Africa and test the African people first, you can also leave me that in the commentaire. Thank you guys to listen to me. I hope you really like this subject, and if you like this subject also, you can make me that. Leave me some comment, and if you enjoy to listen to me, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel and you will know about my next subject. Thank you so much. Bye.